Good afternoon, guys. So, am I audible to you?
Yes,
Yes,
you
sir.
are audible.
Okay. And you can see my screen.
Yeah, it's visible.
It's visible. Okay. 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 So,
Uncle,
sorry. So, guys, you can go on a mute. If you want, means actually, if you have any question, you can stop me in between. Okay. And we can discuss. Okay. So, I'll just start with our Selenium demo. Actually, I will walk you through the steps or the things which we are going to learn once you will join the Selenium class. Okay. So, here in TechBuddy, actually we have divided our all course content into the main parts. Okay, first is Java, second is Selenium, and third is tools. You can say the some of the tools which is industry use tool, and which will actually help you once you will join any company, or if you are working in any company, that tools already you will be aware of, but how exactly they are using in our automation, we will see in our tools part. Fourth one will be our API automation. Okay, so first we will start with the Java. So you all know, means Selenium can be integrated with the different languages like Java, C Sharp, Python, okay, Ruby. But Java is a universal language, and most of the company uses this Java. Okay, so before going into the Selenium, you should have prior knowledge of any of the language. So because Java is a universal language, so we'll go first with the Java. Okay, so if you know the Java, well and good. If you don't know Java, there is no worry. Okay, we will start with very basic. Okay, so basically this session will be completely the practical session. Okay, in a day one, you need to come with laptop. Okay, in your laptop, we will install the Java, we will install the Eclipse, and then we will start. Okay, so we will start with very basic, like what is Java. Okay, so you all know Java is a programming languages, means if you will download Java, or you have worked before, or if you have listened, around 10 billion devices runs onto the Java. Okay, your you can say your mobile application, web application, your enterprises application, this that majority of the things are runs onto the Java. Okay, that is why Java is a programming language. It is also called as a platform because it has its own platform, that is called your JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, so mainly inside the Java there is a three terms called JVM, JRE, JDK. Okay, so in a first class, while we are downloading the Java and the Eclipse in your system, when we'll run our first program in your system, we'll also see these terms JVM, JRE, JDK. Okay, so in a first class, basically we will do this thing. Okay, once that all things will be okay, means once everyone have a Eclipse, once everyone will have a Java installed in your system, we will start with the first topic of Java, that is variables. So you guys know what is variables? Anyone?
no, sir.
No? Okay, no issue. So basically in terms, what is variable? Variable, if you will go into terms, vary plus able means which the things which value can be differ, means simple. If you want to store any kind of value, like if you want to write a program to add a two number, suppose 10 plus 10, so where you are going to store that number? In a variable. Okay, so that is basically variable. So there should be a place now where you can you should store your value. So that's why in a Java we use the variable. So again, variable have a different categories like local variable, instance variable, static variable. So what exactly we will do? We will see each property of what exactly local variables are, what exactly instance variable are, what exactly static variables are. So we will see in detail in a class, and also what we will do, we will write each one or two program for each topic. Like for a local variable, we will write a one program. For an instance variable, we will write a one program. For a static variable, we'll write at least one program. I'm not saying only one program. At least one program will be there to understand the thing practically as well. Okay, so that will be our variable part. Okay, once variable will be over, we will move ahead with our data types. So what is data types? So how means what type of value you can store into the variable, that will be decided by your data type. Like if you want to store number values, so you should have an int value. You want to store boolean value, true or false, for that boolean data types is there. If you want to store the string, you have a string there. Okay, so these are the what type of value you can store into the variable, that will be decided by your data types. Okay, again data types have two types: primitive data types and non-primitive data types. So we'll see these things in detail, how what primitive data type value what it means, and what non-primitive data type means, how you can work with the boolean, byte, char, short, int, long, float. That is basically the type of primitive data type. What is array, classes, interface, that we will see into the non-primitive data types. Okay, once data type will be over, we'll move ahead with the conditional statement and loops. Conditional statement, what is conditional statement? Like if and else. If you want to check number is prime or not, so how you are going to check? Through the if and else statement. If you want to repeat certain steps number of times, how you are going to do? With a for loop. If you have a whole collection, if you want to print each value, or if you want to work onto the particular each value of a collection, how you are going to do? How you are going to work? Through the for each loop. What is while loop? What is do while loop? So this all the things are comes into the conditional loops and statement topics. So we will cover each of the things in conditional statement and loops topic. Okay, once that will be over, we'll move ahead with the string class and access modifier. So like other programming languages, string is not a data type in a Java. String is a class. Okay, so what exactly, why they made string as a class, we will see. Okay, and also we will see why how different methods of a string class we can use in a Java programming languages. Basically this method will help you while you will do actual Selenium programming. Okay, so let's take a simple example. Okay, you are assigned to a project that is credit card project. Okay, and you are automating that particular credit application. So you filled all the data like name, first name, what will be the credit limit, what exactly will be the gender, what will be what is the date of birth, all the details you have filled onto particular page, and then you clicked onto the submit button. So there it will generated like credit card reference number is 12345. Okay, so 12345, how you are going to capture? For that you need to use the string class method. There is a substring method in a string class which used for this purpose. Like this, there are number of plenty of operation which you have to be do when you will do the actual programming. So this all the operations we will see in a string class. Same like a string class, we have another topic, that is access modifier. Again, access modifier means what will be the scope of your variable class, that will be decided by your access modifier. So that will also be covered in our particular access modifier topic. Okay, so till here you guys have any doubt, or you want to clarify anything? Anyone? You are free, guys. You can ask, or you can say no if you do not have any doubt. Hello, guys, am I audible to you?
No, no any doubt from my side.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so feel free. Actually, our section will be very interactive. Okay, we'll do the practical session as well as interactive session. It should not be like I am telling and you are listening. In that case, you do not have any learning. Okay, so next topic will be OOPS concept. So how many of you aware about the OOPS concept in Java? Do you know? In your college life, anyone teaches you, or you do not paid attention that time, or you are another field from IT or software, you are from mechanical, civil, other background? Is it the case?
Yeah.
Mhm. No issue, guys. No issue. Actually, if I'll tell you, I was also from the mechanical background. Okay, so means in a few classes when we'll run, you will think like you will not understand, but in one or two classes, you will be easily able to grasp the concept. So no worries. Okay, so in a next topic, we'll learn the OOPS concept. Okay, so this will be the very means detail things like in a Java there are four OOPS concept that is called the abstraction, polymorphism, inheritance, and encapsulation. Okay, so each topic will see into the details. Like what is abstraction? Abstraction is hiding the implementation details and showing required functionality to end user. Okay, this is the definition, but what is the practical use of it? Let's take a simple example of ATM machine. You all know how to operate the ATM machine, right? You know how to withdraw machine, how to check your balance into the ATM. Okay, but what exactly logic written behind that? Like means once you withdraw the money, how your rate of interest will be calculated, what penalty will be charged by bank to you, that all the logic written in behind, and that is not visible to you. That is called your abstraction. Okay, hiding the implementation details and showing the required functionality to end user, that is called your abstraction. And to achieve the abstraction in Java, there is two things: abstract class and interface. So we'll see these things into the details once we'll cover the topic of abstraction. Okay, second topic of abstraction is polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism means poly plus morphism, many forms. If you can do one thing in a different way, that is called your polymorphism. Okay, many forms. Like to achieve the concept of polymorphism, we have a method overloading as well as method overriding. So that particular things we will see in a detail. One will cover the topic of polymorphism. Okay, so guys, I'm walking through you the topics only. I'm not going into the details. If you want to learn many means if you want to know more onto particular topic, you can stop me. Okay, but because in a 1 hour I cannot cover whole Selenium Java, that is why I'm going only the overview. Okay, third topic will be inheritance. Okay, what is inheritance? Inheritance basically used for the reusability. Suppose you have written the 100 lines of code and you want to reuse that code. So how you are exactly going to use? Through the inheritance. Okay, inheritance have a single inheritance, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance. So all this topic we will cover into our inheritance topic. Once that will be over, we will cover the encapsulation. What is encapsulation? Encapsulation is basically binding the data and code acting onto the particular data. Like in a Java, there is a called as a class. Okay, so in a class there will be the variables, methods, constructor. This all the things will be there. So binding the data together, that is called your encapsulation. Okay, this all the topics we will cover in very detail, because when you will face the interview, maybe this will be your first question: what is the OOPS concept in Java? So these are the four OOPS concept. And there is means inside the abstraction, polymorphism, or inheritance, there can be a number of and plenty of questions. So I'm going to cover all this topic in very detail so that you can easily crack your interviews. Okay, so this will be your OOPS concept. Okay, once OOPS concept will be over, there are some keywords. There are some predefined keywords in Java which we use for the certain purpose. Okay, like static keyword, this keyword, super keyword, final keyword. Like why we use the final keyword? Just to make the things as a final, means if you do not want to change anything further, like your PAN card, you once your PAN card number has been decided, that cannot be changed, that you want to do the things with the programming, so you need to use the keyword final. Likewise, super, this static have its own use, so we will use this all the terms and the things in a details. Static keyword, this keyword, super keyword, and final keyword. Okay, till here you guys have any doubt, any questions? No? Silence means I can consider as a no. Hello, am I audible first of all?
Yes, yes. No any doubt from my side.
Okay, okay, okay. So once that will be over, we will cover the topic exception handling. Okay, what the exception handling means? First of all, what is exception? What is exception? In a single means in a you can say in a day-to-day life also. What is means of exception? What is the exception?
Exception is the another flow than the regular flow.
Yes, means unhandled situation, the things which you do not want to be occur but it is occurring. Okay, that is called your exception. So actually, if you return the program of 100 lines, okay, if that is not going what you think, means you have written the code to divide the number by divide the number by some another number. Okay, but end user, you do not have a control over the another user. Okay, means end user, so he has divided number by 0, so what will be happen? Exception will be occur. So if exception is coming, how exactly you are going to handle that exception? So for to handle that exception, we have a try, catch, finally block. Okay, so try, inside the try, we write the code where exactly exception can occur, and after exception will become, so where it should go? Catch. Okay, so inside catch block we write the logic, or we write the code exactly what exactly will happen if try catch or your code is not working as expected. So that we write into the catch block. And we have a finally, like if try block means, if you'll take the example or if you go by the concept, okay, so either try block will get executed or catch block will be get executed. But in finally means there are the certain things you always want to get executed if try block is executing or catch block, but finally block will always execute it. So this is the property of try catch finally. So no worry, we are going to see this thing, all the things practically. So I'll I will walk you through the things in a practical manner. Okay, and another types means like exception have some types like checked exception and unchecked exception. So that is also we are going to cover in a detail. So that will be our exception handling topic. Okay, once that will be over, we'll come into our last topic of Java. You can say in a core Java, that will be your collection. Okay, what is collection basically? Collection is basically group of objects. Like you have a collection of your clothes, like you have a collection of your shoes, or if you are have a, some hobby of collecting anything, so you have a collection of that particular things. Okay, so likewise, Java have a collection. So basically, what is collection? Collection is group of objects. If you want to store multiple objects, like in a variable, you can store only the single things like 1, 2, 3, or your name, my name, or true, false. That you can store into the variables. But if you want to store more than one values, like you want to store 1, 2, 3, 4, your name, my name, our whole class name in a single variable, so that time you need to use the collection. Okay, so if you are going into the collection have a interfaces, classes, and methods. Basically there is a three interfaces into the collection. There is a list, set, and map. And inside the list, there is a class like array list, linked list, and the vector. And the set have a class like hash set, linked hash set, and tree set. And a map, inside the map, there is a class called hash map, linked hash map, and tree map. And inside that, there will be a more than 10 methods. So this collection topic means if you are from the software background, you can easily understand. You had a topic called the data structure. So that data structure comes into the collection. So all that particular things like interfaces, classes, and methods will cover practically in this topic that is called your collection. And you should have a good knowledge to become a good programmer. You should have a good understanding of collection, and many of the questions in an interview can come from this topic. So no worry, means I'll cover that particular things in a detail in a practical manner. So that will summarize our particular Java. So till here we will complete our Java. Okay, so you guys have any doubt?
No.
No? Okay. So once Java will be over, we'll move ahead with our web automation. So basically Selenium. So you guys know why Selenium is very popular and what is exactly use of Selenium? What is Selenium actually? Exactly. Why we use Selenium?
Selenium is the test automation tool
Right?
used for scripting
Yes.
to design the test cases.
Yes. So basically Selenium is a web automation tool. Okay. You can only automate web things, means the things which are coming onto the browser, any website, you can automate through the Selenium. Okay. If you go for the desktop application or desktop things, you cannot automate through the Selenium. Okay. And it is completely free, and Selenium can be integrated with the different languages. That is why it is very popular. There is no need to pay to anyone to use the Selenium, to build up the framework, to write any script. So there is no need to pay to anyone. So that is called here. That is why Selenium is very popular. Okay. So that is the use of a web for particular web automation. We use the Selenium. Okay. So
Rajkumar,
Selenium. Yeah. Yes.
sorry to interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose if we have to test any desktop application,
Mm-hmm.
then it is not possible to test through Selenium.
No, and no, not possible. Means like if you want to do certain things, means so that time you can use another things, means like you are doing the web automation and that one pop-up is coming and that is a Windows pop-up. Okay, so for that you can rely on your programming languages for the Java or C sharp. If you are using C sharp, if you are using Java, you have to be rely on C sharp or any third party tool. Okay, to do that particular thing. But through the Selenium, you cannot identify and you cannot locate that element, and you cannot work onto the desktop application. For that, another things are there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so Selenium basically have a 4 flavors. First was the Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE is that is called integrated development environment. Okay, so that is particularly called the record and playback types of features are there. So basically, if you are using the Selenium IDE, you cannot write your own logic. You cannot use any programming languages. Okay, so that is why Selenium IDE is not very possible popular. Basically, Selenium IDE is not very popular. So basically, if you are just starting with and you want to know how exactly script will look like, so you can just click the play button, record the scripts in your web, and you can see that things. So that is the use of Selenium IDE. But in a basic industries, never use the Selenium IDE. Okay, so that was the first flavor of Selenium. Okay, so Selenium IDE have some certain limitations, so that is why it was not so popular. So to overcome that problem, Selenium team goes to the Selenium RC. Okay, Selenium RC means Selenium remote control. Okay, so once they went into the Selenium RC, so they overcome the program problems of Selenium ID. Like you can use with the Selenium RC, you can use the programming languages, you can write your own logic. But what was the problem with the Selenium RC? So if you are going to work with the Selenium RC, so whole server of Selenium RC you need to be installed in your local system. Okay, and how was the communication through the Selenium RC? Like if you are writing the code, first that will be interact through the Selenium RC, and Selenium RC will be interact to your browser. Means it was the three-way communication. Okay, so that is why scripting means scripting was very slow. Means like if you'll run that particular script, it will take huge time to to run that particular. So that is why Selenium RC was exactly was also not possible, means also was not popular. So to overcome that problem, they went into the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so this is the Selenium WebDriver which is exactly used in our industries. Okay, so we use Selenium WebDriver. Okay, and apart from it, there is one more flavor of Selenium is that is your Selenium Grid. Okay, what exactly Selenium Grid is? Inside the Selenium Grid, what exactly you can do if you want to run your script in a multiple platform? Okay, so you can do with the Selenium Grid. Okay, so there is a hub and node concept. Means how exactly Selenium Grid works. Like I have uh, a Windows machine, okay, and I have a Windows 10. You have a suppose Mac. Another person have a Linux machine, okay, and my requirement is like I want to run my script. Means I will write my script in my own system, but I want to run in a different system. So how exactly you can do? You can do through the Selenium Grid, okay. But that is also because nowadays many means you can say that CI tools are there are many things are available. That is why it is not possible. But if you have a requirement to integrate this IE browser or Edge browser, okay. So simple thing, like you are working with a Flipkart, okay, you want to automate your Flipkart application. So first of all you need to do, you need to open the Chrome browser or Firefox or IE or Edge, and then you will type like www.flipkart.com. So exactly programmatically you will invoke the your Chrome browser, okay. So that will be that we will see in our first class, because if you cannot invoke the browser, you cannot do any other operation. How you are going to test your Flipkart application or any application? Okay, so we'll see how you can invoke the browser. Will be over. We'll also learn like how exactly you can put www.flipkart.com into your URL box. So that is called the browser commands. Like browser commands have a get method is used to put your URL into your Chrome browser or Firefox browser, whatever browser you are using. Okay, same there is a get title method, get page source method, close method, quit method. Like if you want to after all the execution is done, you want to close your browser, so there is a close method, there is a quit method. Okay, so that is particular your browser method. Once that will be over, we will see also the navigation method. Like if you want to back in a browser, there is a forward button, there is a back button, there is a refresh button. So exactly how you can click on that particular button and how you can do that particular refresh operation into your web, we will see in our navigation command. Okay, once that will be over, we'll move ahead with the locator. So what is locator exactly? So before performing any operation into web element, first you need to locate the element. Let's take a simple example of your Facebook application. In a Facebook application, there is a two input box. First is username, second is your password. Okay, both are the input box. Okay, if you will not locate particular element as with its individual property, how exactly you will work on particular username? If you will blindly try to put username, it may happen username field is accepting the password and password field is accepting the username. Okay, so that is why we use the locator to uniquely identify any element. Okay, so if you first want to work on to particular username field of a Facebook application, first you need to locate them. Okay, so to locate that particular things, you have a certain locators like ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, CSS selector, and XPath. So these are the different methods. It's not like that you will use all the things in a single program, but whatever any one thing you should have a good knowledge and you can work onto the particular element of a web page. So this will be the locators topic. We'll see each of the locators like ID, name, class name, tag name, how it works and how practically we design the script through the locators. We will see into this locators topic. Okay, once you will learn how to locate element into web page, things will be very easy. Okay, so we will see how you can work into different elements. Like if I'll ask you in a web page, how many types of element can be there? How different things are there in your web page? Anyone? Means like input box, there is a radio button, check box, drop down, multiple elements, multiple select element, alerts can be there, switch to means like you can switch from one tab to another. This type of functionality can also be provided by developers. There can be pop-up, there can be a different pop if you want to operate keyboard, mouse. So these all the things we will learn after you will be comfortable to locate the element. Okay, so this way, this is I have summarized in a single slide, but this will again one or two topic will take our whole classes. Okay, one full classes. So we'll do that things one by one in a practical manner. Okay, after that we will cover more advanced topic of Selenium, but before that you guys have any doubt?
No.
No. Okay, so once our
No, sir.
okay, yeah, so once that will be over, we'll see more advanced topic of Selenium like weights. Okay, sometimes your internet can be very fast, sometimes internet can be slow, sometimes you have a good configuration of laptop, sometimes you do not have, some website loads very fast, sometimes some website loads very fast. So whatever script you are writing, it should wait for a particular time to load that particular element or particular page. So for that we have a implicit wait concept and explicit wait concept in a Selenium. Okay, so we'll see how exactly implicit wait work, how we put the implicit wait to wait particular web page or element to be appear. Okay, so the same way, if you want to put the condition, we have an explicit wait. So we'll see that waits topic, how you can capture the screenshot. Exactly, when you do the manual testing, means once you do the execution, you capture certain screenshot, so you can show that particular things to your manager or your leads. This type of things I have done, and this was the end result. So same how you can do the programmatically, we'll see the topic in a topic of capture screenshot. What is JavaScript executor? We will cover. Exactly, JavaScript is a language which is used in particular to develop the web browser. Okay, so Chrome browser uses the JavaScript. Okay, so actually JavaScript interface already provided in your Selenium package. Okay, so whatever method you can do with the help of Selenium, you can also do with this JavaScript also. So there are certain limited operation which also you can perform through the JavaScript executor. So we'll see why exactly we use the JavaScript executor and where exactly the practical use of JavaScript executor I'll teach you. Okay, once that will be over, we'll see the Excel handling. Okay, so basically how you can read the data from the Excel, how you can write the data into the Excel. Okay, so basically in our testing we store our data into the some external resources like Excel or Notepad. Basically we use the Excel. So you should know how you can handle the Excel, how you can read all the data of Excel, how you can write in a Excel. So we'll see in a Excel handling. Okay, once that will be over, we will see the reports, how exactly reports can be generated. Means at the end, once all the test cases have been executed, you want to show your report to your manager or your lead or your stakeholders or your clients. So actually how you are going to, you cannot say you can in a runtime, you cannot run all the script and your client is going to sit with you for the next 4 hours and he will see what exactly he wants. He wants the report, how many test cases are passed, how many test cases are failed, why it is failed, what is the screenshot. So this all the things you can capture through the reports. So we'll see how you can develop the report in a Selenium. Okay, once that will be over, we'll see also the page object model concept. What is page object model concept? Exactly these things we will cover in our framework topic. Okay, so basically what is framework? First of all, what is framework? Do you know? Actually, if you'll go the definition wise framework, so framework is nothing but your own rules which makes your script readable, runnable, easy to understand and maintainable. Like simple example, like if you learn the Java, if you know the Selenium, and if I'll give you a task as a lead to you, so what exactly you are going to do? You will create a simple class and you will write all the code in a linear way. Okay, but what is the drawback of that particular thing? Means after some time there will be a like 1 lakh lines of code, but will it be maintainable? Will it be understandable? Will it be easy to use? No. Okay, so that is why to overcome that particular drawbacks we use the framework. So here in a TechBuddy class, basically we are going to cover 3 framework. First will be TestNG, second will be data driven framework, third will be BDD. TestNG is basically your inbuilt framework, that is a full form of TestNG is test next generation. So there are the certain annotation which makes a tester's life very easy. So how exactly you can use the TestNG, that annotation, how you can make your script data driven, how if you want to run your script in a particular order, if you want to make one script dependent to another, how you can do through that particular annotation. We will see all these things into the TestNG framework. Similar, there is another framework called data driven framework. What exactly data driven framework means? Let's take a simple example. Means if your client gives you any application, like a simple example, Flipkart application, and he is going to give you to test the simple functionality of login page. So how you do the testing of that particular functionality? How you do, guys? If I'll ask you to test simple
Using
login,
login credentials.
yes. So are
Login
you?
credentials, sir.
Yes,
ID, password.
right, right. So will it be the case you will use only your user ID or your password and you will click on submit and you will say application is working fine? Will it be the case? No, right? You cannot rely on a single data, right? You need to check your application with the different
Yes,
data.
we can. Yes,
Yes, right
sure, sure.
username,
Yes,
wrong
sir. We
password,
can
wrong username.
cross check with the user ID, wrong user ID,
Hmm.
correct password, or correct user ID, wrong password. You can check both user ID and password wrong. We can mention there and we can test the data. for
Right,
this
right,
particular.
right. So basically, for the same script, you are using the different data, and you are checking expected result are same or not. Okay. So for that, how you are going to do practical programmatically? You are not going to copy paste the particular script again and again. You will maintain that particular data into your external things like your Excel, and you will pick that data. Particular data will be picked up by that script, and your script will be run that particular time. Like here in this particular example which we just discussed, will store right username, wrong password, wrong username, wrong password, right username, wrong password, sorry, right username, right password. So we'll write this 3 lines into our Excel. We'll pick the data from the Excel, and we'll run our script that much time. Means single script can run 3 times for that particular thing. If you are using more data, so that time your framework should run 4 times. If you are capturing 4 lines of Excel, that time your your program should run 5 times. So that we will into our data driven framework. So we'll make a program, or we'll make our things likewise. So whatever data, you will just need to update data into the Excel sheet, and your program will run that much time. Okay. So that we will cover into our data driven framework. Okay. Once that will be over, we will go ahead with the BDD framework. Okay. Basically BDD is behavior driven development. Okay. So to achieve this BDD, we use the Cucumber. So basically why BDD comes into picture. Okay. So simple example means, you as a automation tester knows the Java, Selenium, all the things. But is it necessary your client or your manager also knows the Selenium? Client just giving the a
No,
payout.
sir.
Okay. So how is easily you can make your script understandable to other people who does not know the automation. Okay. So that we can cover with the Cucumber framework. Okay. So in a Cucumber there is a certain keyword like that is called the Herkin keywords: given, when, and then. Okay. So these are the simple English keywords. Okay. This English keywords can be understandable by automation tester as well as the other testers, or sorry, other people who is working in a team. Okay. So basically BDD used to bridge the gap between automation tester and the other people who is working in a team. Okay. So that is why we use the BDD. So exactly how you write the feature file like given, when, and then, and behind that how exactly you run your Selenium script, we will see in our BDD framework. So these 3 frameworks we are going to cover in our framework part. So till here you guys have any doubt or anything that is not clear to you? No? Can I move ahead?
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once this will be over, okay, we will cover the tools. Okay. So there are the certain tools like Maven, okay, Jenkins, and Git. So these are the 3 popular tools which we use, which we have to use exactly when we will work as a team in our industry or in our company. Like Maven. What is Maven? Maven is a build automation tool. Okay. Suppose you want to integrate one application to another. Okay. So how you do means for that particular jar files, war files are required to make one to make compatible one Java project to the others. So that is why we use the Maven. Okay. But you will say this is the developer's duty or other senior people's duty. Why? How exactly Maven uses for automation tester? Okay. So basically, Maven testers use the pom.xml file, which is inside the Maven. Okay. Into the pom.xml, we define some dependencies. Okay. So in dependency, it will automatically download from the internet. Okay. And it will run your script. So basically, there is no need to mention any particular path in application. Like let's take a simple example. Okay. we 5 or 4 are working in a as a team. Okay, so if I'll delegate my work to some people, means you will write people one will write 2 scripts, people 2 also will write the 2 scripts, same way for the people 3 and people 4. So it might be the case there is some jars which is kept means people one kept into the C drive, another person have kept into the D drive, another person kept into the some C drive, another folder. So at the end, when I will run that particular script in a bunch, it is not going to run. Okay, so how you can avoid that thing? Through the Maven. Okay, so I will teach you how you create a Maven project, how you define the dependency, how you run your code as a Maven build. Okay, so this all the things we will cover into our Maven topics. Once that will be over, we will cover the Jenkins. So what is Jenkins? Jenkins is CI tools, continuous integration tool. Okay, so how CI tools is very popular, or why should we use the Jenkins? Okay, first of all, why we use the automation testing? For what type of testing we use the automation testing? Regression testing, right? What is regression testing? You guys know what is regression testing? Anyone?
To verify the existing functionalities if any fixes are done.
Right. Means if new functionality is coming, for that existing functionality is not breaking. Okay, means for that you use the regression testing. Okay, so in programming technically manner, how exactly you can check? So through Jenkins you can set up the pipeline, okay, through which means as and when new changes are pushed by your developer or any of the your team member, so it will also run uh, the test cases which has been already written, means like already 100 test cases are there and you are pushing your new changes like 101th test cases. So what exactly, how you can integrate the things through the Jenkins? Once you will push your 101th test cases, it will also run the 100 all 100 test cases as well. Okay, so that is particular we can do the through the Jenkins. So we will see how you can integrate that particular thing, how you can create the project in a Jenkins. So and also exactly there is one more use of Jenkins, means if you want to run your script at a particular time, means like you have written 100 test cases, okay, and you want to run your script each night, okay, each night at 12 a.m. So you can also do the things with the Jenkins. Okay, so that is the CI tools. We will install the Jenkins in our system. We will see how you can create the means how you can create the Maven project, how you can create the simple project, how you can create the pipeline into the Jenkins. We will see in our tools topic. Once that will be over, we will see the Git. So what is Git? Git is a version control system. Basically, why we use the Git? So first of all, let's take a simple example. I'm writing all our code in my system. Okay, what will happen if my system has crashed? Okay, all my project will be gone? No, there should be some cloud location where I can store the our all the details. So for that we use the Git. Also there is another of use of Git, like if like in a team there can be a more than one people are working. If one want to use the another's code, how exactly he is going to do? He can use the version control system. So how exactly you can maintain your code? How can you pull your code from another repository? How can you push your code? How you can create the pull request? How exactly basically works in an industry? So this, once you will learn this three tools, you will easily understand how exactly we learn into the how exactly we work in a any industry. So if you are if you have a knowledge in a particular manual testing, and if you want to show some extra knowledge in automation testing, so once you will learn this Maven, Jenkins, Git, you can easily show like you also worked in a practical project. Okay, so that also I'll show, and I'll show means how exactly you can show that experience in your resume. Okay, so that is we will cover this Maven, Jenkins, and Git. Once that will be over, we'll see simple API automation. What is API? Anyone have any time worked on to the API? Hmm? Exactly, API is program to program communication. Like simple example, anytime have you booked a ticket through the Book My Show?
Yes.
No, you booked. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so yeah, so what exactly happened there? You mean you either you can use the app, or you can take the web. So I'm taking the example of web. So you simply you have typed like www.bookmyshow.com. You have chose the theater, you have chose the particular sheets, theater, all the things, movie, all the things. Once you comes into the payment page, so there are number of applications are there. Like if you want to choose credit card, debit card, net banking, GPay, and other thing. Okay, so suppose you have ticked into the net banking, and you have clicked on to the ICICI Bank. So once you click there, it will automatically navigate you through the payment page of ICICI Bank, right? It will you are not explicitly opening ICICIbank.com. So that is called your program API, means you can say the uh, program to program communication. So that is basically APIs. So whenever any developer runs their program, so behind that APIs works. Okay, so there can be get API, post API, put API, delete API. Okay, so in API automation, we will see in a both manner. Means first we will see how you do manual testing through the of API. So for that we use the Postman. So how you use the Postman, we'll see. Means first I'll teach you manual testing of API, and then we'll go with the means automation of API. For the automation of API, we use the REST assured. Okay, so first we'll learn the manual API testing, then automation API testing, and then we will close our course. So this will be the whole content in our uh, this will be our all the topics covered. Okay, you guys have any questions, any doubt? Means demo is over, means like this all the topics I am going to cover, I'm going to teach you. Any questions, guys, apart from the topics also
प्रोडक्ट्स
about the
प्रोजेक्ट्स रहेंगे.
sorry?
यस सर. जावा प्रोजेक्ट्स रहेंगे तब भी हम जावा प्लस सेलेनियम यूज करते हैं, या अदर लैंग्वेजेस के रहेंगे तो भी कर सकते हैं?
It depends on means your requirement. Means if you are working in a company and developer are using the .NET or another languages like Python or Ruby. Okay, so that time means it is recommended you should be aligned with your developer. Means the language you should use the language which is used by your developer. But it is not the limitation with the Selenium. You can use anything.
ओके सर. कब से स्टार्ट होने वाला है सेशंस? कब से स्टार्ट होने वाली है?
I think this clarity Manoj sir can give you.
ओके ओके, डन डन डन.
Okay, but means once you will join the class, you have to be make sure you have a laptop with you. Okay, because all these things which whatever I told you, you have to be do in a practical manner. Okay, then only you will learn, and you will show some experience of automation in industry. You can crack the interview. If you'll just go by the theory, you are not.
ओके सर.
Uh, so this will be the first requirement. Okay, and some programs I will show. Yeah, I will show you in a particular my laptop sometimes, and one few of the programs you have to do by your own, means in a class only. Okay, so that will be the completely practical session. So
Okay.
you can easily means after the 2 months you have at least more than 100 programs in your laptop. Okay, so you have a good hands-on experience in
Okay.
Java plus API plus tools plus Selenium. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir, uh, थर्ड जनरेशन i3 जनरेशन और 8 GB रैम रहेगा तो भी चलेगा क्या?
चलेगा चलेगा, that is completely fine, but you should have a sufficient
Okay.
space, or you should have a good means speed.
Yes, because
Because होता क्या
yes,
है,
but I am buying a new laptop.
okay
I'm
okay okay
buying new laptop. That's why I'm asking you.
okay, so that is completely
Can you
fine.
suggest me the which?
Yeah, if you have a
Okay.
8 GB RAM and a sufficient means at least 50 or 100 GB of spaces in your laptop, that is completely fine. Because
Okay.
why I'm telling, because once you will install the Eclipse in your system, once you install the Maven and Jenkins, so sometimes it slows down your system, and if a system will run slow, so you will not enjoy your programming. So that is why I'm saying, means your system should be good,
Yes.
that you can enjoy your programming. Once I'll tell you something, you can you should be able to write, and you should be able to crack your interview after 2 months, and you should be able to work in an industry.
Sure, sir.
Okay guys, if you do not have any doubts, I can close the session, or if you have any doubt, please tell me.
No doubt, sir.
No.
No? Okay guys. Okay. Okay, bye, see you soon. You can be in touch with Manoj
Bye,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.